All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got our background and process finally. Super pumped about that. I didn't buy enough wallpaper, so I'll be doing the rest of this throughout the week. But we got it started, so pretty pumped about that. No more white background. It's kind of annoying that the wallpaper, like, we didn't buy enough of it, so I'm in this like weird frame right now so that I can actually be on the on the backside, so that it's not something where I have all this dead space. Yeah, it's not like cutting off. Sorry, I was doing something else, so he's getting kind of distracted. So we're at kind of this weird angle. I hope it's not like too off. Okay, good. We're unmuted. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the markets today. Let's share a screen. Boom. Okay, so we've taken 3 trades prior to the stream. Our first trade made us about $116 after fees. Took a $200 loss on this trade here. I guess I didn't have to, but you guys know me. I tend to cut my losses if they get too big. Made a little bit of it back here, and currently sitting down $26.16 on the day. Not very much. Definitely could easily come back from that. We're going to focus on that. I was attempting to take a short right here on this candle, although this next candle was green, so I cut it. And also we were about to start the stream, so I didn't want to be in a trade while I was getting everything going. It's just too distracting for me. So all right. So game plan today. If we take a look at the market, so as you guys know, Friday was a wrecking ball. I mean, it was insane. It was so I honestly don't know why it didn't get bigger media buzz than it did. Friday was nuts. I mean, the S&P dropped hundreds of dollars. The Dow Jones dropped over $1,000 in a day. Over $1,000. Now, like, just think about this for perspective. In 2008, on September 29th, 2008, the market fell $777 and the entire world freaked out. Okay, so just for perspective, here we are 14 years later, around the same time of year, market drops $1,000 on the Dow, and no one says a peep. Like, it's not any, like, I thought that my YouTube channels would be just filled up with content about this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It just blows my mind. I'm just like, okay, what are we just? Is this just something that we've come to expect now? I mean, I think to a certain degree, yes, but at the same time, like, when you look at it, like, our market crashes was 1929 and then 1987. So from 1929 to 1987, we were had this relatively stable growth, and then after 1987, now we got we have cycles every couple of years, which is to be expected. I mean, we had one in 87, then 99, 2000, so it's 12 to 14 year range, and then another one in 2008, so that was a very short bull run. And then we got this one that's 14 years, and we have this huge drop off in the market. Just insane amount of drop off the Dow. I mean, that had to be people losing billions of dollars. And I didn't hear nothing. I heard nothing. And so, because there's no news around it, that to me honestly has its own kind of scary aspect. I'm sure there's some news about it, but there just didn't seem to be a lot. So we're gonna trade cautiously today. On Friday we lost $200. We're getting a big pullback here to the VWAP. Where are we at on this? We got 15 seconds left in this candle. I think we might rip back up to about 40.35, 40.36, something like that, and then continue to fall after that. I want to take a short here, see what our next candle brings. I might get a green fill. I might see some of these shorts fill. Okay, so here's the green off of that big momentum candle to the downside. So this dropped from 40.40 down to 40.33, so a $7 drop. This green candle might continue to drop, but my guess is it's going to follow the normal pattern where it essentially fills part of the candle, then fills back up, and then we get a drop on the next candle. So I'd be looking to go short likely on the next candle. 10 seconds left on this. 9, 7. Now, one problem is that it bounced right here at the volume weighted average price. That could show support, but essentially a fall below that VWAP would be what we're looking for. I was expecting this next candle to not be green. Oh, there it goes.
Order filled.
Okay, we got filled, but we got filled too high, or too low rather. So I might cut this really, really quick. Currently down 50 on this trade, up 50, break even. Come on.
Order filled.
Cut it there. I made 25 on that one. I actually should have held that because it did end up hitting our sell order. Candle filled back up. Try to get in.
Order
short.
filled.
Oh, we did get short.
Order filled.
All right, took 5 ticks on that one. There we go. We're back to being profitable on the day. We're up 106.40 on the day. So we're up $106.40 on the day. I'm very bearish on the market as a whole. I mean, after Friday's just massive dump in the marketplace, and frankly, I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. It was a $1,000 drop off the Dow. The whole world panicked when it dropped $777 in September of 2008. So definitely bigger news than what I think is being advertised. And I think that we actually at some point need to acknowledge that we are in a recession, and hopefully our economic system starts making some smart choices towards our economic policies. When they hand out $500 billion in student loans, I understand that it was $300 billion, but there's a lot of analysts and economists saying that once the taxpayers are done paying for it, it'll be closer to $500 billion, not just because of the actual money that's being handed out, but because of the inflation that it's going to cause, as well as the additional increase in taxes and prices and everything else across the board. I think that is going to further decline the value of the dollar and also further decline the markets. Hopefully our policymakers start making more I should say fiscally conservative decisions in terms of making our markets bounce back. But so far up $100 on the day. Going back to the trades here, we've officially gone down to the below the VWAP, and we had a few momentum candles. We dropped below the 200. I'd be looking at the 200 now as resistance. We just started this new candle. This one's green. Probably going to see some shorts fill on this candle here, but I won't be surprised if we continue to drop down. Right now, all of our indicators are indicating a downward move, so we're below VWAP. We've got the 9 very divergent from the 12. We've got the 12 very divergent from the 35. The 35 being below the 26, indicating momentum to the downside, and the 26 up here at the top. we fell off of our highs. Our high was only 40.50, and if you guys recall, we were hitting highs of 4,300 just last week, so that was a difference of $250. We're still continuing to fall down from our market on Friday. Okay, so we got a brand new candle here. This one's also starting off as green, just like this momentum candle did to the downside. I would be looking to go short here pretty soon. I'm looking for a resistance off of this 200 and a push to the downside. I'm not really sure where we're at on the total low of the day. The low of the day is 4,006. So pretty good amount of direction to go toward the downside. We did get that resistance off of that 200, and I'd be looking to go short, especially if we get a little bounce up. Go short here.
Order filled.
Okay, we got that fill. We're looking for 5 ticks to the downside. Trying to zoom in a little bit here. We're currently kind of pushing up a little bit. I don't like that. I want this next one to just drop. Drop.
Order filled.
Took our profit. I believe we made 4 ticks on that one. We're up 197.86 on the day, so we made back all the money that we lost on Friday, and a little bit extra. We lost 184 on Friday. We're up 197 on the day. We're up $1,072.72 in the evaluation. We are getting a push up to the downside. Glad I took that profit. This is why it's so important to take profits quickly and not necessarily go 100% towards the full profit fill that you were looking at on your original tick size. So I do think that we may get another hint at resistance here on the 200, but we are getting a little bit of a flip toward the yellow on the TTM. The 200, I think, is going to be very strong resistance, but if you see, we've tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're on the 5th test of this 200 moving average. We could get another push up towards the VWAP, but I still think ultimately that we're bearish and that we may continue to fall to the downside. So trying to decide what I want to do here right now. Woo! What do you guys think of the gray color background? By the end of the week, hopefully we have the rest of it all put together. Probably going to put up some shelves and some lighting, all that good stuff. So really kind of excited. Probably adjust the lighting too, so I'm not so washed out from this just doing that. My skin looks a little bit more real, as opposed to this pew. Not trying to blind you like a cue ball or something like that, but but yeah, man, let's jump back in. All right, so we did get a solid yellow. Well, did we? No, we're on this current candle yellow. It's looking like we may get a small reversal to the upside before we continue bearish. So right now, I'm just gonna chill. There's a little bit of indecision here at this 200 moving average. So I definitely think that right now is the best time, or the best thing that I could be doing is chilling. Just hanging out. Let's jump out to a 5-minute chart though. I would like to just I didn't get a chance to really take an assessment on the day. As far as the 5-minute chart goes, we actually got a 5200 cross, which would indicate some bullish movement. But that move may be over, as this was that indication here. It'd be really interesting to see, and I think that we would continue to push to the downside really heavily if this 50 crossed below that 200 on the 5-minute. Then be really solid move to the downside. I don't care if the markets go up or down, by the way. we're getting a little bit of a U shape. I'm going to pull out to a 15-minute, make this a little bit easier to look at. So this is Friday, and this is everything that we've declined since then. Definitely not getting U shape. We are substantially pushed towards the bearish side from the 5200 cross that happened on Friday on the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart looks so much worse than the 1 and the 5. The 15-minute, I mean, like, look at this. We've been falling since, like, where is this? Since like a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. This is August 18th. We've been falling steadily since. Such a sharp decline. I honestly wish I had just shorted this and just wrote it down. But on Friday, I was kind of trading against the trend, and that messed me up. I really shouldn't have been doing that, and I should have been more focused on just following the trend and just sitting out and waiting for the bullish moves to actually essentially not pan out and go towards the bearish moves. Getting still continued resistance at that 200 moving average. After a little bit of a fall off, we've had so many tests of this 200 moving average, and we can see the TTM is beginning to switch towards the yellow. I think that we're going to see another test of the volume weighted average price. And we're getting that push up now. There was a test that practically tapped it. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little bit of a rip up through this, but right now I'm not taking into positions. Not taking into positions because we've got that 200 resistance. We've got the VWAP as resistance. We've got our indicators pushing to the downside. We've got the TTM showing a little bit of a reversal, but not enough to actually want to take that reversal position. In addition to that, we have indecision over here by the volume weighted average price. And I say indecision because we've got this sort of like up and down. We're kind of trading sideways on it. And this sideways movement, that's not what I want to see. I want to see momentum movement to the upside or to the downside. All the moves to the downside are identical to the moves to the upside. They're just flipped. So like you've got this 1 minute on the long position. This would be a 1 minute pullback before a rip. So on short, I don't know what to call it, but I guess it would be a 1 minute fill or a 1 minute I don't know. It's a 1 minute pullback, but 1 minute pull up. Yeah, how about that? 1 minute pull up, followed by another momentum candle to the downside. So when we're trading long, and we do this in stocks as well, anytime we have a rip up like this, we'd be looking for a 1 minute pullback. So essentially, if this was an upward move, this would be a green candle. And let me see if I can find an example. Here's one right here. So we've got this green candle that ripped up. We've got this 1 minute red candle. And then we had a consolidation candle here. And then we've got this, we've got a green candle that rips up after that period of consolidation and pullback. So then you get this 1 minute candle to make this new high right here. You can see it barely made a new high, but it did. And then you've got that rip upward. And that's essentially, you can do the same moves, just flip them around on the going short side. We have so much resistance at this 200 moving average. I'm more inclined to think that this is going to fall down, but again, there's too much indecision right here, right now. We got a doji forming on this one after this period of consolidation. You can see this is the period of consolidation here along this 200 moving average, where there's this sort of like this rectangle shape. This kind of almost looks like and again, I'm gonna use a phrase that I don't normally use. This kind of looks like a bear flag. Now, the reason why I don't normally use that is because I don't believe in bear and bull flags. I believe in flags, and there are some that tend to be more bearish and some that tend to be more bullish. But the definition, in my opinion, of a flag is a flag that that indicates momentum movement in a direction. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to move up or to move down. It simply means a momentum move is about to happen. And we've seen a lot of consolidation in this area. So that means that a momentum move is about to happen in some direction. We just don't know which direction that is yet. My assumption is to the downside, but I don't have enough data yet and enough of confirmation on the chart itself in order to have that play out yet. And guys, be sure to hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and also too, if you guys enjoy content like this, please, if you're interested in supporting content like this, check out all the links in our description. We've got, you can join our mailing list. That's for free. The very top link. We've got a PayPal donation button if you want to support the channel directly. And I appreciate each and everybody who wants to do that. Very much so. And also, guys, too, if you want to try to earn funding like me in the futures market, you can check out Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is really, really dope program. Let's go to a bigger screen here. Elite Trader Funding is a really dope program. It's what I'm using to earn funding in the futures market. You actually get to keep 100% of your first $12,500 in profit. After that, it's an 80-20 split. You get, if you jump over to the evaluations, you can use my promo code and my link in my description. Promo code is JSBEST, and you'll actually get 50% off for life off every product that you see here, with the exception of the fast track evaluations. So you can get essentially access to 10K account for $40. And that'll give you a $1,000 drawdown with profit target of 12,150. But personally, my personal favorite is the 50K evaluation. You get 50% off that for life. The price never goes up on you. It gives you a $2,000 drawdown, which is a lot to work with. You can take 8 positions, which is even more to work with, and your profit target's only $3,000. So yeah, guys, check out Elite Trader Funding. Use the link in the description. That's promo code JSBEST, yeah, you guys can use that in order to check out, in order to earn funding in the futures market. Let's go ahead and jump back into the charts. We're still consolidating at this level. I guess I could have taken that short position right here as I saw this candle beginning to kind of form, but I didn't take it. And the reason why I didn't take it is because the CTM is still somewhat stacked towards a trend reversal. So there definitely has been some trades in here, but because of the sideways action, I'm not real tempted to jump in if I don't want to overtrade, so to speak. So instead, I want to wait for a setup where I can really judge the movement of that setup. On the indicators here, we've got the 26 simple moving average crossing below the 35. Now, this 35 is not a real common indicator that a lot of people use, but I've been able to notice that. Okay, so we're getting a push toward a little bit more of a push to the downside. Going back to my point, might take a short here. I was looking for it to fill up a little bit more. Going back to my point here, the 35 has been one, depending on its positioning above or below the 26, has been one that I've been able to use in order to judge momentum that is on its way, whether that momentum is to the upside or to the downside. 35 above the 26 would indicate momentum to the upside. But no indicators are 100% accurate, as always. And if you're on that search for the golden indicator, you may want to reconsider how you're trading. Indicators are just there to help indicate movement, not to tell you what's what. They just help you judge, like make a judgment call. I don't like that this is continuing to be yellow in terms of a downward move, but I do think that this is going to continue to drop.
Order filled.
Going short there. Looking for 5 ticks to the downside. Maybe a little aggressive on my trade here, though.
Order filled.
Not overly aggressive. We got that 5 ticks. We're up 313.96 on the day. Pretty good day so far. We had a couple of losses that put us negative. But overall, we were able to come back from that pretty quick. I've been trading with 5 ticks today instead of my standard 2 and 3. I'm trying to take bigger positions because I pay less fees that way. And not just the less fees that I take, I think that I've been trading this long enough now to where I'm able to sort of have a stronger judgment of its movement. So long as I can be patient, I think that's one of the biggest things that traps traders, including myself, is impatience and just wanting to just hit that buy and sell button over and over and over again in order to, hopefully make profit. But but I think that patience is a virtue. Patience pays you. We're up 1189 exactly in our evaluation. Our profit target is 2,000, so we're getting pretty close. We're almost there. We're seeing some shorts now fill. We did have that one red candle on TTM, but we're headed back into the yellow territory. This looks like it's going to fall down. So this could be another setup just like this one here. Although not as strong, because this one you saw had a big red candle followed by a green. And this one is a kind of a small red candle followed by a green of close to the same size, but I think it'll continue to drop. Let me switch to like a 3 tick. Let's go short right here. I think that would have been our entry. 10 seconds left on this. I switched it over to 3 ticks just because of how small this movement is. This is forming a flag again. So this flag could be to the downside. Going back to 5 ticks. Adao. There we go. Adao is Vietnamese for where? Okay, in a short position, looking for 5 ticks again to the downside. Oop. I don't like that. Down $100 in this trade so far. Probably need to cut this trade. Down 175, 150. Yeah, I gotta cut that. Wow, we just gave back all of our profit on the day. Yikes. Yikes indeed. Up 30 on the day, but we were up 313, and that hurts. That really does hurt. Whew. And I should have known better just because of the TTM being its yellow stage. I honestly, I should have known better on that trade. I still think this is going to fall down, but you know how it is. When you know better, you do better, but that doesn't mean that we still don't make the same mistakes in the past. Shake it off. Let's get some air, some oxygen flow in through the nose, out through the mouth. Still almost down 1% on the day on the ES. Whew. That was a bad trade. I don't like that. That's okay. Wow. Did we breathe in a little too much? Got a little bit of lightheadedness. Let's take a moment here. Okay, still up 30 on the day, but we were up 313. So that loss, we let that loss get too big. Honestly, I should have cut it when it hit like 150, 175, and definitely when it tapped 200, it had gone too far. It did come back down to 150 of a loss, but frankly, it just looked like it was going to break to the downside to me. It didn't, but it looked that way in the chart. But I failed to take into account the TTM in the yellow. In its relatively strongish yellow phase. So that's on me. As with any trade, your wins and your losses are on you. You can't go blaming, you can't go calling the market a scam, nothing like that. So it's just part of trading. You gotta take the good with the bad. We're still up on the day. Let's call that a blessing at the moment. Getting a little bit of red on the CTM. After that consolidation here, I honestly thought this was going to drop a little bit more, or at least closer towards our lows of the day. Low of the day being 406.75 or 4,675, and we're up at 4020 right now, 4,020. This TTM though just continues to be yellow, but it's not going anywhere. It's just flat. It's just like, look, it's been like -5 the entire time. Man, I can't believe I did that. On Friday, man, what I wish I had done though is just set a trailing stop loss at like 40 points or something and just let it run. Just went short and just let it run. All right, so we're getting a push back up. I guess our push up here, I'd be looking for. So that 35 did give us proper indication of an upward move, and that looks like this may potentially be it. Now I guess the 200 here would be the resistance, but it could actually be the 26 that acts as resistance, or possibly the 35. But if you still notice, we are still in bull or bearish territory. The 50 or the 200 is still above the 50. The 9 is still below the 12. So yeah. Might look for a 2-tick long. That would have been the join.
Order filled.
We're in for a 2-tick long. I wanted to get filled a little bit lower, but I pushed it too late, honestly.
Order filled.
All right, we did get that. That puts us up 71.52 on the day. We did get this push to the upside. It's kind of kicking back, waiting. Might get another push up. TCM certainly shows that we're working on a cyan switch, but I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. Now I only went 2 ticks on this one just because we're very clearly bearish trending on the day. But we're close to a cyan switch here. I wonder if we'll get it. The 9 is still below the 12, and everything's below the 26. The 50 is, yeah, so there's a little bit of a move to the upside. That certainly would have been a nice 5 ticks. All right. 3 candles on the up, near a cyan. Make sure y'all take the time, like and subscribe. Costs you nothing, but it does help this channel grow quite a bit. It helps YouTube know that we're providing valuable content and to recommend it to others. So
Order filled.
I try to get filled a little bit lower than that. Like always, right? May try and cut this with like I was going for 3 ticks, but I was looking for that bounce off that thing off 27, and doesn't look like we're gonna get it. I cut
Order
it.
filled.
Took a loss on that. We're now negative on the day, down 62. I guess I should have walked away when we were up 300. But the reason why I didn't is we were only 15. We traded for 15 minutes. We're up $300. So sometimes it just feels like I got to show up for the channel or make trades for the channel. I think that's something that I need to break as a habit, because I think that could actually get me in trouble and keep me more stuck. So that's something I need to consider in my trading. Got this little bit of a run up. We did get the very beginnings of a cyan switch. We've got the 9 now above the 12. Looks like we're hitting a 26 crossover. We're definitely below the VWAP, and the 50 is below the 200. So those indicate bearish, but our other indicators are indicating a turnaround. So switch back over to 5 ticks. I'm trying to make sure that we are only taking positions that can hit 5 ticks. What's our accuracy at today? 70-30. But essentially that one big loss that we took here really hurt us. That'd have been nice if we had gone long, but we went short looking for the breakdown. So new candle. Join the bid there, going
Order
long,
filled.
looking for 5 ticks to the upside, which is at 40.27. Still holding this through this pullback here. Come on. Cutting that.
Order filled.
Oh man, yeah, we absolutely should have walked away when we were up 313. Now we're down 270 on the day. That puts us down or at 604 on our eval, up 604 on our eval. And can you believe it that we were up 1180 or something like that earlier? This trade I think really screwed me in terms of potentially in mindset. So also this one I clearly took way too high after this multi-candle run to the upside. Getting a drop down now pretty heavily. Guess I'm glad we got out, but
Order filled.
we're in short, looking for 5 ticks to the downside again. Took
Order
our profit
filled.
there, got 3 ticks. Now down 204 on the day. That would have been another short right there. I'm switching to 3 ticks. Gonna try and take some scalps. And hopefully I don't lose that on momentum moves, but Going short there. Missed the fill.
Order
Got
filled.
the fill. Wanted to get that original fill when I clicked it. Currently sitting break even on this trade, looking for 3 ticks down.
Order filled.
All right, we got that. Down 138 on the day. That's filling. Somebody's filling those shorts. Switching back to 5 ticks. I think this is going to fall down off of this. 30 seconds left from this candle. All those shorts fill back up. Back to cyan. Cyan's at 1.1. Wow, look at that. That was quite the fill. This volatility, honestly, I should have taken that trade to the upside, but
Order
in
filled.
the bid there, looking for 5 ticks up. Oh my gosh, dude. What is up with us today?
Order filled.
Yeah, we're down $547 on the day. From being up 313 to being down 547. I absolutely should have walked away. My intuition said to walk away. I didn't walk away. What's going on with me? I don't know. We're definitely getting a lot of indecision here, and this indecision, the sideways action, no real trend. The stuff's hurting our trading. New candle. Going short here.
Order filled.
Oh, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. I cut that, and it filled the moment I cut it, so we actually lost 2 ticks on that.
Order filled.
In long, looking for 3 ticks up. I gotta be done
Order
for the
filled.
day, dude. We basically destroyed our entire valuation. We're up 110 in our valuation. We were up 1,100. So I gotta be done. I gotta cut myself off. Down $764 on the day from being up 313. Yeah, pretty awful moves on my behalf. And I continued to trade because I was up $313 15 minutes into the stream. So essentially, I'm like, oh, I don't want to have the stream be 15 minutes long, but I wanted to stop there because I had already hit my profit target. I definitely overtraded. That right there is a classic example of somebody overtrading. So don't do what I just did. clearly I'm emotional now. I'm frustrated. I can feel the emotions running through my body. I can feel sort of like rage coming through my body. A lot of sense of like tension throughout. So I think that in that regard, in that respect, I have to be done. I have to cut myself off. I definitely acted irresponsibly where I continued to take trades. I should have walked away when I was up $313. It just, for me, it was that I was in this thing for 15 minutes. We'd only been streaming for 15 minutes in, so because of that, I wanted to provide a longer show, and I know it can get kind of boring when you're not watching somebody trade. So so that's on me. So in the future, I'll try and make sure that I'm not taking those trades, those types of over trades, because just for the reasons of the show. So with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. But before you take off, take a look at the link in the descriptions. Be sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification. All the links in the descriptions are all go to support the channel. But if you guys want to earn funding in the futures market, check out Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is super dope. If you guys use the promo code JSBESD, you guys will actually earn or get 50% off for life in those accounts. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Thanks so much. Love and appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll do better than we did today. Much love and appreciation. Peace.